Welcome back, everyone. I'm so excited. We are in day, 15 of the Creative Awakening Challenge. And today, like I did last week, I'm going to introduce another theme for us to kind of roll around with this coming week. We've still got about 10 days of this challenge left, so I'm hoping that you're trying to stay on this. It's okay if you miss a day or two. Don't freak out. But it's better the more you can do these 20-minute sessions. For those of you who are new here, we're in the middle of a creative challenge. We are doing 20 minutes a day in a journal. Anything goes, just playing and doing fun stuff, no plans, just playing around in a journal 20 minutes a day, and you do it every single day. And today's day 15. Spent all last week talking about was this idea of aliveness is found within, that choosing what you love to do, choosing what colors you like, choosing what you like and what you make here and doing more of what you like makes you feel alive. Plain and simple, that's what just gets you going. That's what gets you, raises your energy, gets you excited. More of that makes better art. More of that makes it easier to stay in this. More of that makes you excited about what you're doing and keeps you going and makes you paint more than 20 minutes, right? So it's just paying attention to that, realizing that this aliveness inside of you is completely controllable by choosing what you love. Works in life too. So the truth we're going over this week is simple. It's called play restores presence. And the reason this is so important to understand is because when you're present and you're making your art and you're playing, you're using your intuition. And when you do this, it makes the most personal, authentic marks and expression. It gives you ideas and gives you breadcrumbs about your direction of where you're going. It is the key to the door of your art making. I want to tell you a little story about a show I had a year or two ago. I saved this giant painting for the last one because it was the most intimidating. And I had done all the paintings and it was the last painting and I just figured it was going to be the hardest. I kind of had reminded myself of this idea of play. And I said, what if I approach this giant painting like it was just one of these journal pages? What if I could just be completely free and just play, just experiment and just not worry about it, and it was really big. It was an 8-foot painting. And I kind of did that. And it was so fun. I wasn't thinking at all. And I wasn't, I figured, well, I'm just going to do the background and then I'll paint on top of it. So I'm just going to have fun. And I spent about an hour and a half on this painting. And they had pencil lines on it and it was sort of watery. Some of the canvas was left raw on there, And after about an hour and a half, I'm like, well, that's a good lay-in, for tomorrow. And I was leaving the studio and I turned around and I looked at this painting and I'm like, I think this painting's great. Is it possible that I could just leave this? Just this expression, it was an hour and a half on this painting. I ended up leaving the thing because I just kind of liked it. And it was just, I don't know, I had all these other paintings I spent all this time. I'm just going to go for it. I left it alone. That painting was the strongest painting in the show. I could have sold it 5 times. It sold instantly. It was the most expensive painting. It was the painting that gave me the impetus to do another show. It's the painting that kind of forecasts the future work. I share this story with you because this is the power of play. And this is what we're learning in this challenge. Every day, 20 minutes, you're dropping into that, you're experimenting, you're playing, you're following what feels good. And because you don't have any plans, you're using your intuition. You're just following what feels good. It restores wonder and authenticity. It brings you into the present because you're just having a good time. You're not worrying about whether you're a good artist or not, or whether people will like your art, or whether in the past your 8th grade teacher didn't think you were an artist. All that drops away and you're just yourself. You get to be free. That's the ticket to making amazing art. It's the ticket to creating sales, to galleries, to blowing up your art career, to making a career of this. All of it is on the backside of this understanding of play. A little tip here, so in sort of applying this, is if it feels good to you when you're playing around, do more of it. Just go that direction, because usually we stop and change when things aren't looking good. But if it feels good, double down on it. All right, so check this out. I want to show you a couple things I do. Ways to start fast and differently. Sometimes I'll just glue paper on, right? I'll just take some collage paper, and you can see how quick this is. I'll just take a paper towel. This is gloss medium. I put a little too much on here, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna put this on here, wipe it off, kind of get some on there, and then I just glue this on here. And I don't know what it's gonna be like, but if I start with this is gonna really change what I paint on here. There's no way, starting with that, it's so cool, right? Look, that is just gonna start me totally differently. Very quick way. And I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but I like to use these, I'm using the top and the bottom pages I like to use a full spread here, but I go vertical, really because they fit on Instagram better. And it's kind of nice, so I'm just putting these on there. So boom, done, and I'm working on, this is my page for some upcoming pages. Sometimes I'll just lay, this is my page for today. So or for tomorrow, but I'm just doing this demo to show you. So that's a cool way to start. I don't know what I'm going to do there, but it's a whole lot different than starting with this. Another thing I do, I'll take the page and I'll choose a color that I don't normally use. Any color, doesn't matter. And I'll just paint the whole page this color, right? There's no way, if I do this, that this is gonna be, if I start with something that I don't usually start with, this is gonna be really different. I'll paint the whole thing like this. Or maybe I'll just leave it like this, and I'll start with that, let that dry, and start it on that, start like that. It's totally different. I kind of like that just the way it is. The other thing I do is sometimes I'll take, you can find receipts, different things of paper that you find around. And so here's a thing of birds. So I'll just take some of this and glue these on. So I'm just starting with something. It just it'll just force you to make something different. The only thing you got to be careful is if you're doing this like me, you got to make sure that these pages don't stick. So I'll just, I'll blow dry this, and then this, and this. This is going to be a whole new thing. The way I'm starting here is totally different. Okay, so give those a try. Keep this going, 20 minutes. And I hope you're starting to see by now, the whole odyssey of this and what's happening in these books. Let us know in the chat. If you're here new and you want to jump into this challenge, you're not too late. Remember, every Monday at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, join me on Instagram Live. I'm just answering questions, cheerleading, sharing stuff. And then on Wednesdays at 10:30 in the Facebook group, the community, I'll be going deeper into this theme that I introduced today. So come for that. And when you make these and you put them on your Instagram, tag us at art2life_world, and we'll share them on our stories, and we'll include your Instagram, and we'll just get everyone following everyone. This is so much fun. Share in the comments, how's it going? And I'll see you tomorrow on that Instagram Live. Okay, bye everyone.